how to hike faster and more efficiently. This is not something that can be done immediately. Some things can be done immediately, but not everything. So say you're new to hiking, or even if you're an experienced hiker, you might be wondering, how can I hike faster, more efficiently? How do I stop being bogged down so I can just make more progress every day? So the thing is, especially if you're a new hiker, you're just going to have to be patient and build up your endurance and your stamina, because that's what hiking is all about. You're going to be going on inclines and declines and long stretches of terrain. And especially if you're not used to that, it's just going to be some time and practice that will help you improve your endurance, so you stop being, breathless, having to stop every so often. And eventually, once you do build up your endurance, you'll be able to really go for a very long time, even several miles at one time without even stopping to rest. So really, it's all about building up your muscles, your endurance, that sort of thing. And that just comes with, hiking a few times a week, getting it all into like muscle memory and that sort of thing. Now, having a good form is also important. You don't want to be hunched over, just really dragging yourself along. You want to have a good ergonomic posture when you're out hiking. That way also you're not going to strain any muscles, you're not going to be unnecessarily sore. You'll probably be sore anyway, because that's just how it is when you're hiking, but unnecessarily sore from bad posture and that sort of thing. Also, good posture and a good kind of stride also just helps you go faster and more efficiently. Now, in terms of, besides just endurance and stamina and that sort of thing, you also want to think about what you're carrying with you. A lot of beginner hikers make the mistake of carrying way too much on them. They're carrying just this massive totem of stuff that they really don't need. They think they need it, but they really don't need it. So it's a good idea to kind of overlook your backpack, what you're bringing with you, what especially is the heaviest thing that you're bringing with you. If you're bringing a whole lot of really heavy stuff with you, that's a bad idea. It's just going to really drag you down. It's going to make it really difficult to not be out of breath, not having to stop every so often. You really want to go ultra light as you can when you're hiking, especially if you're doing multi-day hikes or through hiking or something like that. You want to go for like the lightest tent, the lightest sleeping bag, the lightest sleeping pad, whatever you're bringing with you. That way you're not lugging around all this stuff that you don't really need, or stuff that is heavier than it needs to be. And once you say you're doing ultralight camping and hiking, that's just going to make your life so much easier, because you're barely carrying anything. The weight barely contributes to kind of the effort that you're putting into hiking, and it just makes everything much, much easier. Now, besides that, you also want to make sure you're in generally favorable conditions. If you're concerned about hiking fast, hiking efficiently, you don't want to go out in the middle of a rainstorm. It's going to be more difficult. It's going to be muddy. You're going to be slipping all over the place. You're going to have to be more cautious. It's best to go out when the conditions are favorable. It's a nice sunny day, hopefully, and that sort of thing. Obviously, we can't control the weather, so you might have to compromise a little bit, but in general, it's just a good idea to go hiking, especially for long distance hikes when the path is not covered in mud and puddles and things that are going to make your journey more difficult. But besides that, those are kind of the main ways you can kind of improve your hiking, go faster. And of course, one extra thing to think about besides just getting into the practice of hiking over and over again is when you're not hiking, just do exercises to help you improve your hiking. Whether it be squats or lunges or running on a treadmill and that sort of thing. Those can always help you, maintain your fitness and your endurance and things like that. But besides that, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and if you did, of course, leave a like and maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so don't forget about those.